In three, two, and one. On proposition side, we believe that if people think themselves as stupid or unable to think properly, we don't think that they're actually going to run for a political office. So we believe that this motion is about which side will actually be able to create a better system for politicians. So by better here, we mean that politicians, they're actually physically and mentally capable of handling the demands of their position, and it will actually lead to like a better place for all citizens. And number two, we believe that those positions, they're mostly earned by like their capability and their performance as a whole. It's not about whether they will stay long in their office. So on our side, what we want here is that we want to create a government that properly represent the needs and wants of the people. And we want a government that is efficient in its operation. So first of all, before coming to comparing the clashes, we want to make sure and make it clear a few things of all. We believe that this debate here is about the upper age limit, which means on our side, we are welcoming more politicians that are a little younger, but also they need to pass like they need to make sure that they're capable or not. We're not saying that all young people can be politicians, but young and suitable people can be politicians. And we believe that the only reason that those like may lack opportunity and experience is because of the fact that opposition just does not give them any chance to do so. And later on, we will explain more why in the circumstances that older politician appears more and why that is bad for society. And opposition needs to prove how they can have a better political system than ours. So first of all, coming to what our side has proved in this debate. Number one, we proved why the need for cognitive and physical competence is very good because government, what do? They represent the population and they manage internal and security affairs and they protect the image of the entire nation. So this means that they need a high level of cognitive health and mental health. And like we're not saying that older people are dumb and like this or that, but we're saying that what this country really need is the fact that like because we believe that the age limit will ensure that leaders are in their best mental and physical shape to handle the demands of their job. Like it's literally about keeping leadership effective, and we're not judging on people's intelligence on whether they're stupid or not. The goal here is to make sure that leaders can at least perform at their best. And secondly, we prove to you how putting an upper age limit will increase diverse perspective in the political system. Because we have clearly proved to you how older people are unsuitable in representing a younger population. And this is bad because like two layers here. First of all, opposition needs to understand that older politicians have different perspectives and priorities. Their priorities maybe they focus on things like that are more in the complicated system, and of course, they may neglect things that the younger generation are actually looking forward to. Like, for example, they may want to they want more votes from them, like younger, etc. and etc. So we want to come to the main clashes in this debate. The first clash here is about productivity and efficiency. Because why is experience not exclusive to older people, while mental capacity is exclusive to younger people? Because younger politicians can have experience as well, like they have better education, they have more opportunities to try out politics in some internship of working charities. On average, younger people can actually have exclusively better memory, thinking speed, ability to learn and adapt, and this is something that opposition cannot refute. And I'll explain why is politics currently dominated by older people, like politicians and voters, and why this is so bad in the status quo. Because from what I've heard from opposition, they say that like people like they mention about democratic principle and like voters can vote regardless of age, and if they want like an old people, they can have an old, and if they want a young people, they can have it. Let's note the fact that not all countries are actually democratic, meaning that some countries don't allow their citizens to vote. And like a very reasonable example can be seen in South Korea, Afghanistan. Those are all countries that are not democratic and their citizens cannot vote. So this point here is that they're only looking on the perspective of countries who are democratic and on countries who citizens can vote. But those countries that I've mentioned here is that sometimes some countries don't have that kind of system. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, we believe that any country, because we're saying what we're saying here is that sometimes running for political office, for example, any countries can have a person running for political office or like a person who is going to be like the next politician or the next president. So what we're saying here is that not all countries are democratic, which means that we can like citizens cannot control over the young or the old that are running or going to be president or etc. etc. Okay, and we believe that without any changes, politics would simply just remain old because of like the many people dominating. Because if you look at the age, for example, Joe Biden, he is like we don't remember his exact age, but he is considered the oldest like president ever alive. And like no disrespect here, but we're just saying that without any changes, politics would remain old, and there are no like younger senators or younger lawyers or younger politicians. They would actually kind of learn something because from what we have seen so far from this entire debate, opposition is just neglecting the people and neglecting like the youngers, because if they say that if like voters want a younger one they can easily have it, but the point is that nowadays politics are dominated by a lot of old politicians and older people, so it's really hard for actually youngers one to step into the game, and like very hard for them to step into the game and prove themselves that they are better. What we need is the opportunity for them as well. So we believe like from the other side, opposition, they mentioned that speed doesn't matter, but we believe that having representation is important, but it doesn't matter the leaders will be effective. And each limit helps ensure that leaders are in good shape to handle tough jobs. Because like the we believe that the older the politician is, of course, opposition cannot neglect and cannot refute this. The older they are, then the more kind of like memory they will lack, and their work efficiency will not be as good as the younger ones as well. So the second question and like clash question that we want to talk about is why do changes matter, and why having this upper age limit is really beneficial in this current thing here today. Because having this upper age limit will ensure that everyone has a chance to speak. We're not saying that older ones cannot run for office anymore, or like we're not saying that older ones are like inefficient or they are like stupid, because we believe the opposition is just misunderstanding our case over here. Our case here surrounds the fact that if we have this upper age limit, then the politician, like we will make sure that politicians are in good shape, they are in good mind to actually care about people, and people who are like over, let's say like over 60 or 70 will have a better chance at maybe being the advisor for those younger ones who are going to be future politicians. So we're very proud to propose this motion today. Thank you.